In hard times, people get creative, and the survival foods from the Great Depression prove it. These meals were born out of necessity, crafted with love and ingenuity. Imagine the year is 1932, the world is gripped by the Great Depression, and times are tough. The economy has collapsed, jobs are scarce, and many families are struggling to put food on the table. But even in the face of adversity, our grandparents found a way. They banded together, sharing resources and knowledge. They learned to stretch their meager rations, transforming simple ingredients into nourishing meals. Every scrap was used, nothing went to waste. These simple, cheap and clever meals show the resilience and ingenuity of a generation. They remind us of the power of community and resourcefulness. Learn how the survival foods from the Great Depression can still teach us how to prep smart today. These lessons are timeless and invaluable. They might just save you someday. In times of crisis, these old recipes and methods could be the key to getting by. Out here in the wild, where nature's beauty meets the simplicity of life, we know that simplicity is key. It's a lesson learned from generations past, and that's exactly what made potato soup a lifeline during the Great Depression. In those hard times, every resource was precious. Picture this: a handful of potatoes, often the only crop that could withstand the harsh conditions. Maybe an onion, if you were lucky, and some water. These simple ingredients were the foundation of survival. They'd boil those potatoes until they were soft, mash them up, creating a hearty base for the soup, maybe add a pinch of salt for flavor if they had it. Salt was a luxury, often rationed carefully. And just like that, you had a bowl of steaming hot potato soup. It was a simple meal, yet it brought warmth and comfort. It wouldn't win any culinary awards, but it was enough to keep hunger at bay and spirits high. Families gathered around their modest tables, sharing stories and finding solace in each other's company. So next time you find yourself with a few humble potatoes, think of the resourcefulness and resilience of those who came before us. Remember the stories of the Great Depression, where every meal was a testament to human endurance. Remember the resilience of those who came before us, their strength in the face of adversity, and how a simple bowl of soup offered comfort and sustenance in a time of need. It's a legacy of simplicity and survival that we can all learn from. Out in the wild, versatility is everything. And when it comes to survival foods, cornmeal mush reigns supreme. Cornmeal was cheap and plentiful, and you could stretch it a long way. They'd boil water, whisk in the cornmeal, and cook it until it thickened. Got some leftover bacon grease? Stir it in for a touch of savoury richness. Found some wild berries? Swirl them in for a touch of sweetness. It was all about adaptation, about turning a humble ingredient into a multitude of meals. Cornmeal mush is a reminder that survival isn't always pretty or glamorous. During the Great Depression, cornmeal mush was a staple in many households. Families passed down recipes and tips on how to make the most of this simple dish. It was a dish that brought comfort and sustenance, even in the hardest of times. Anecdotes from that era tell of children eagerly awaiting their bowl of mush, sometimes flavoured with a bit of molasses or honey if they were lucky. The versatility of cornmeal mush meant it could be served for breakfast, lunch or dinner, and could be adapted to whatever ingredients were on hand. Today, chefs and home cooks alike are rediscovering this humble dish, experimenting with new flavours and techniques. Cornmeal mush stands as a testament to the resilience and creativity of those who came before us. We're taught to survive on what we can find in the wild, and during the Great Depression, that meant foraging for food wherever they could. Even something as common as a dandelion became a source of nourishment. They'd gather the young, tender leaves before they became too bitter. A simple dandelion salad might not sound like much, but it provided a welcome dose of fresh greens when other food was scarce. Dandelion salad is a reminder that even in the toughest of times, nature provides. It's a testament to the human spirit's ability to find sustenance and even beauty in the most unexpected places. Out here, we learn to improvise, to use whatever we can find to survive. The Great Depression was a time of immense hardship, and people had to be incredibly resourceful to make ends meet. And that's exactly what Hoover stew embodied during the Great Depression. It was a symbol of ingenuity and resilience, a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and persevere. It was a hodgepodge of whatever they could scrounge up: carrots, potatoes, onions, and any other vegetables they could find. Maybe some beans or barley if they were lucky. These simple ingredients were often all they had, but they made the most of it. Sometimes a bit of meat, like a ham bone, found its way into the pot, adding a touch of much-needed flavour. This was a rare treat that brought a bit of joy to their meals. They'd throw it all into a big pot, simmer it until the vegetables were tender, and hope for the best. The process was simple, yet it required patience and care. Hoover stew wasn't about culinary perfection. It was about survival, about community, about sharing a meal with your family when times were tough. It brought people together, fostering a sense of unity and support. It was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope and resilience could simmer in a pot. The humble stew became a symbol of endurance, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Imagine this: you're craving something sweet, but sugar is a luxury you can't afford. Vinegar pie might sound like a dare, but it was a Depression-era staple, a testament to the power of ingenuity in the face of scarcity. They used vinegar to mimic the tartness of lemons or other fruits that were often too expensive or unavailable. It wasn't about replicating the taste of a fancy lemon meringue pie. It was about finding a way to satisfy a craving, to bring a touch of sweetness into their lives when the world felt anything but sweet. We learned to appreciate the simple things in the wild, and during the Great Depression, milk toast was a source of comfort and sustenance. It was simple, it was affordable, and it filled empty stomachs. It was a reminder that even in the toughest of times, a small meal could offer a sense of normalcy, a moment of peace in an otherwise chaotic world. Out here, we know that bread is the staff of life. Flour, water, yeast, and a whole lot of love. That's what went into every loaf of Depression-era bread. They'd knead the dough by hand, their movements rhythmic and deliberate, infusing each loaf with their hopes and dreams for a better future. The aroma of freshly baked bread filled their homes, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, life and hope went on. They savoured every slice, every crumb, understanding that this simple food represented their resilience, their ability to nourish their families even when the world around them crumbled. So, there we have it. The Great Depression, a stark reminder that life can change in an instant. But it's also a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Our grandparents and great-grandparents faced unimaginable hardship, yet they found ways to survive. Because one day, those lessons just might help you survive too.